What often happens with real estate is someone will get involved in their first house, and let's say that that's paying them $300 a month. Okay. Now, this costs them, let's say, if we do the backwards math on that, let's say that they're making, $300 a month. That's about $3,600 a year. And so let's say that they had $36,000 that they put down on this property, meaning their cash on cash return is 12%. Okay. The math on this to make my $36,000 back, I think it's like 100 months. $36,000 divided by $300 a month is 120 months. Okay. Just on this is going to take me 120 months to make back what I put in on my income, right? Meanwhile, I'm landlording, I'm property managing, I'm doing all this stuff. Okay. So I don't want that. Maybe this property appreciates, maybe it doesn't, right? But the problem here is if it does appreciate, then I have to either sell it, which I'm going to pay taxes on, or I've got to go refinance, which means I've got to keep my income high enough and pay taxes on that in order to get loans, right? So on the real estate game, when I do it this way, I'm living at the mercy of the banking system and the tax system. I don't do this. Now, what do I do instead? I do secured private lending. Okay, so I told you guys that I don't own real estate, even though I invest in real estate. I invest in real estate two different ways. Okay, so the first way looks like this. Okay, so there's going to be a fund. And again, Nano might be reaching out. If you guys got a message from Nano, be sure to check your chat. Okay, be sure to check your chat. Nano's probably trying to connect with you to set up a call with you. And again, if you're watching this tonight and you're like, this has been interesting, we're going to end the webinar in like 20, 30 minutes. If you grab our book, you can get more Blueprints of Financial Freedom. So connect with Nano and he can get you set up with that. So the first way that I do private lending is I do it with a fund, right? So this fund, they buy real estate. Okay, so they're going to purchase and not even usually single family homes. They're usually going to purchase apartment complex. They're going to purchase storage facilities. They're going to purchase mobile home parks. And basically what they're doing is they are buying these properties and then they're going to either rent them out to other people and do all of the hard work instead of me doing it, or they're going to owner finance them or seller finance them out to other people, again, doing the hard work instead of me. I'm going to loan my capital to them. Okay. And I'm typically going to charge them 8 to 12%. Okay. So that's in the range that I'm making in passive income, right? 8 to 12% is what I'm going to charge them to use my money. They are going to take my money and they're going to go invest it. They're going to make whatever they make in profits. I don't really care. They just pay me my 8 to 12% every month. Right. Now, when I do this, this is a truly passive interaction. The people that live in these apartments, they don't call me. The people that they rent out the storage unit and then they don't pay the bill and they never take their stuff back and it has to get auctioned off, I'm not part of that interaction. Okay. When the mobile home, catches on fire or blows up because of cooking meth or whatever it is that's going to happen there, I don't need to know about that as long as the fund pays me my check. Okay. Now, if they don't, then I can foreclose on the funds. This is called basically they're what would be known as a first position, meaning they're the primary lien on this property. Okay. So I'm going to foreclose on the fund, take over first position from them, right? Currently, I would be what's known as second position. I loaned it to them. They bought the thing. Okay. So there's the people that live in the thing, then the fund is the lender, and then I'm the lender to the fund. Right. So if the fund doesn't pay me, then I can foreclose on the fund. Now I'm first position. I'm directly on top of that note. That lender is me to the people that live in the apartment or the mobile home or whatever it might be. Okay. So this is how I would invest in real estate without owning the real estate. Okay. Now you might look at this and you're like, but I want to own the real estate. Guys, think about this. When somebody does go buy real estate, where do they get the money for it? Like when they get mortgage, like loans and stuff, they go to a bank, right? They borrow money from a bank. If owning the real estate was such a good idea, why aren't the banks buying the properties? They don't want to buy the properties. They want you to use their money to buy the properties. Think about that. If it was, and I'm not saying it's a bad idea, but I'm saying if it's everything it's cracked up to be, why are the banks lending you the money to do it? Why wouldn't they just go buy it all themselves? They have literally unlimited money. They can create it out of thin air. They can make it exist where it didn't exist. They have a 0% reserve requirement, which means they can loan out 100% of your deposits. They can invest 100% of your deposits. Why wouldn't they just go buy it all? Right? Instead, what do? They take your deposit and they loan it to somebody else. And they do that over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. Why is that? Because the bank knows their business is banking. Okay, their business isn't property management, their business is banking. Even when, let's say the bank does loan money to somebody, they buy a house with it, that person doesn't pay their mortgage and gets foreclosed on. Even then, the bank outsources the property management. One of my clients in Alaska, his name is Eric. He does that for a side hustle. He manages foreclosed upon homes for banks until they can sell them off at auction. If you're wondering, what does Wealth Dynamics do? How can we actually help you? Number one, if you haven't gotten a copy of my book, Blueprint to Financial Freedom, grab one now. You can get that down in the comments in the video. You can get the link for that. Number two, we do a free course on Fridays on personal finance. Okay, you can also get the link for the description there too. And then finally, if you have a desire to start getting help walking through these different phases toward financial freedom, book a call with my team. Go to our website, set up a call. We're able to help out and answer questions. That's how we can help you. Thank you for watching. Like, share, subscribe. Make sure you turn notifications on, and I will talk to you guys on the next video.